Folks, we have laughed, we have cried, but we made it to the end. Alright, I'm excited. Okay, let me just check. Did I use enough foundation? I look pretty good. Okay, I even put on deodorant for this. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Alright, I was going to start out with the FAQ, but we don't have any Qs. So, let's get on to the next segment. I have taken copious notes on this. Alright, let's get started. You can see we have the visual aids up there. Okay, let's get started. This is how burned up I am. See the smooth jazz playing in the background, the smooth 70s? Not jazz, smooth 70s that I have playing in the background. That's how burned up I am. I need to calm down. I need to be in a zen moment. So, you shouldn't have seen that, but you'll get what I meant by that later. So I want to acknowledge that I believe the Greg Harrison, and I didn't even realize it was the Greg Harrison, by the way, that posted a comment on the last video. Greg, if you're watching this one too, okay, so listen. He brings up this little letter that we are going to cover. But before we get to Miss Sassy Britches, just let me acknowledge Greg for a second. Now, at the risk of messing this up, okay, just let me briefly kind of touch on him. Greg was actually a close friend, a real friend of Corey, Haim. And he's been out there from day one, pretty much trying to expose all the bullshit, lies, all that other stuff, working with other truthers, actively posting far and wide and whatnot, trying to infiltrate and expose the fucktards on the Feld fam. And by the way, you know, why does Corey get to use a stupid little Feld fam? Can't we be like the Haim harem? How about that? Does that sound okay? Alright, so, you know what? Let me bring up Greg's notes. I'm bringing up Greg's notes. We're getting right to that. Okay. Alright. Whammo. Okay. Greg's statement. Now, I am taking notes here, okay? Let me see if I can actually get this going here. I'm already messing up. So I'm nervous I am. Alright. Now, this is what was told to him by Corey Haim. Okay, this is what he's stating. And links are going to be where, everyone? In the description. So, as told to me by Corey, this is not his opinion. This is coming right from Corey Haim's mouth. This is Greg speaking. You're going to read this whole article. Hopefully everybody's going to click on it. They're going to go there. All right. Now, I am not a victim of confirmation bias based on the breadcrumbs. I am gleaning truth from Greg. Okay? I'm buying it. I'm buying that Greg is a real friend, and he is the real deal, and he is spewing nothing but fact. Okay? He's been a close friend of Corey's for the last 20 years of his life, Corey's life. Haim. Now, Feldman, he's saying Feldman wasn't even in his life until the two Coreys, the show. Now, there are scum out there that are attacking Corey Haim's mother. I might have touched on this briefly in other episodes. Now they're episodes. So anyway, oh my God. You give a guy a rope, he wants to be a cowboy. So, Judy has been attacked that she actually either maybe assisted or pushed or had this happen to Corey. He wanted to clear up also that one of the attacks by Mr. Dominic Brascia, remember that name, okay? Let's remember that name. Where was she? Threatening him with a pool cue to get the fuck off of my son, basically. So you're going to read all that, but I'm just going to go over the points. Dominic Brascia, okay? Friend of Corey Feldman. A guy that's molesting your best friend. Okay? Now, believe me, if you're on this video, you know some of these things already. So Feldman, it's no secret, obviously, he's jealous of Corey, always, Corey Haim, always has, always will be. The man is in his grave, and he is still jealous, okay? Now, Corey Feldman, remember, Corey's working for God. Remember, God is employing him now. He's like his right-hand man. He is introducing this pedophile, Dominic Brasha, I don't know if I mentioned that name, to Haim and other boys. You get that? The guy working for God. You know, and a lot of other boys. Not just his buddy, but these other kids, the one he's trying to save, right? The same Grandpa Munster that's concealing the names until he gets that fat check. Yeah, same guy. Feldman. All right. Now I'm glancing back. I've actually taken notes. Haven't taken notes since my sophomore year of college. Okay? That's why you know I have a fervent passion for nailing this bastard. In high school, by the way, I failed homework, by the way. And that's not even a subject. So, during the movie Busted, Corey Haim slammed and pinned Feldman against the wall, told him he was out of here. Why? Because that fucking Brasha was there. You think Corey wants to see him? Judy was a witness to that, okay? He says, Feldman says, come on, man. I thought you might like this. You deranged, sick, twisted, depraved son of a bitch. I'm buying this. I'm telling you, I'm buying this. What happens the next day? Well, I had to fire Corey for drug use. Go fuck yourself. All your lies are falling through, mother effer. All of them are falling. By the way, if you have kids in the room, you better get them out of here, because there's gonna be language. I'm telling you right now. All right. Now, this is what he is speculating. Greg's speculating this part. Okay, please. In the description, this will be. You will go there. You will watch it, or you will read it. So, the Inquirer and this investigator is aware of Dominic's abuse to Haim. He's speculating that the Inquirer made a deal with Brasha to keep his name out of all the shit going on with the Hollywood pedophiles. Now, he's still only speculating, by the way, that they made a deal, offered him some cash to confirm some other names that Feldman seems to be after, okay? So, this is kind of like bringing the clarity to why they are going after other people. By the way, yeah, Feldman, where were you? Oh, so this brings... Did everyone remember this one? This is all kind of... We're getting into this little ditty right here.
I can destroy you right now, and you know.
He is destroying more people than Lex fucking Luthor. Right? He's Dr. Evil and Lex Luthor. You'll never fucking work in this town again. You'll never work in this town. Nobody even wants to acknowledge you.
No, Clemson, I don't need to do that. I don't have to do that. Corey, I'd love to see you even attempt to do something.
I don't care what... Folks, I'm an actor. I know that these are moderately scripted. But please, use your common sense here. There are some genuine emotions here. There are some real things happening in this scene. Unless they are completely working us and every other person on this planet.
Are you kidding me? Do I look like I'm kidding you right now? Easy target, bro. I'm right here. Let's do this. I'm right here. Hit me with the hardest bullshit you got. Now, why would I want...
Why is Corey taking time to talk about... Do you see what I'm saying? There's nothing but bullshit coming out of this 5'2" turd's mouth.
To try and hurt you. Corey, you opening up to the world about me having a knife in my pocket. And the reason I wear this, man, is like to cover up the scars I have. Because like I used to cut into myself. Because it's a way to feel. I hear. And like mentioning that, you just rip the envelope, man. I'll go you one better. You let me get around in my life, man. Rape, so to speak. When I was about 14 and a half, and I'm saying this right now, by the guy you still can hang out with, and tell me I'm 14 and a half, take responsibility. You know exactly what I'm talking about. What'd you do, man, when you saw that going down when I was 14? What'd you do? You knew about it. Besides being his best friend. What'd you do? What'd you do? Oh,
look at the contemplation in Feldman's face.
Cocaine with me. God bless you.
You want to talk about the truth? Okay, well then let's talk about the truth. I was being molested at the same time by somebody else. What'd you do? What'd you do?
Talk to you about it.
You talked to me about it?
Sure, you told me while I was sleeping, this happened. I'm like,
right.
You weren't sleeping? Yeah, I was sleeping. I'd talk to you about it.
Yeah.
Sure. Were you sleeping? I was awake, Corey. I'm very aware what's going on with me. So we might take this to go.
You know,
I'll be the probably smartest thing to do.
I think I'm beyond disgusted at this point. By the way, this is the son of a bitch right here, Dominic Brascia, by the way. And IMDb. Thanks a lot for being a team player, by the way. Let's see trivia on Dom. Had a female fan named her cat after one of his characters. Oh, that's lovely. Wow, just good fun for everyone. His feature Evil Laugh was shot in 1 week. Oh, here's a, likes to have sex with young men. What? Oh, no, that's not actually there. I put that in there. But that's not there. Thanks, IMDb. Thanks a lot. You know, kids read this stuff. Industry people read this stuff. No, God forbid you should put the allegations or anything like that. Thanks, IMDb. All right, go fuck yourself. So, the bottom line is, Greg is basically putting out there that this bullshit with Corey Feldman, he's just basically, once again, trying to steer away from his own bullshit that has happened, and then going after the slam dunks that are out there. And Brascia, too. I know that's part of its speculation, but just put all the other pieces together, and it is very clear Feldman still continues to do nothing but try to save his miserable little ass. It's just absolutely incredible. But Greg, I definitely want to say thanks a lot for posting. If you're reading this one too, if you're watching this one too, thanks for reaching out. Thanks for being a friend to him, and you know, thanks for getting involved. Thanks for sending out this information. You seem like a good, from everything I'm hearing from all the things that I've been watching, you seem like a good dude, and I'm really glad that Corey had somebody that is an actual friend of his, was a real friend to him, and it isn't sit back and letting innocent people and an innocent woman like Judy get shat on like that. By the way, if by some stretch of the imagination Judy stumbles across this video and watches this, Judy, I want to say that if in any way you are seeing this, I want to say how much I think everybody watching this video loved Corey, your son, Corey. And, you know, for someone to be that loved, never heard a bad word spoken of him, never. He touched so many people. You must have done something really right. And my respect goes out to you. I hope you conquer all your health issues and that you get back up and healthy and you live a damn long life, fulfilled life, and most of all without that son of a bitch Feldman darkening your doorstep every frickin' time you turn around. Honestly, light and love, Judy. You know, we're all so behind him, and I have watched License to Drive like a mental patient. I swear to you. It's absolutely absurd. Loved him. Absolutely. By the way, that movie was Firstborn. Firstborn. It was his first movie, by the way. Everyone, pause the video. Go watch it. Go watch Firstborn. It's great. He's the younger brother of a family that has, I don't know if they actually got married, but I guess he would have been the stepfather, and it was very abusive. But it was very powerful. It was with Peter Weller. I think Terry Garr played his mother too. Very powerful scenes. Very powerful scenes. Very powerful movie. Great job. You could tell Corey's a friggin' natural in it. It's awesome. Corey's awesome. Judy, from everything I'm hearing, you're awesome. So, everyone, go have a smoke. Go take a Valium. Go get a drink. Let's get this is going to be cut. You can pause it right here. We're going to part 2 of this mofo. Okay. Part 2. Here we go. We got to get right into it, and we're going to start right with this little witchy poo. Samantha Wayranch, if that's even how you say her name. She coined this little ditty. Got the link sent to me by Greg, Corey Haim's buddy. I decided to record this because I didn't want to actually go through it, and so I recorded this. I'm actually reading it, or I actually read it. so we can follow along. Ready? Here we go. Let's just jump into it. As read by thespian Robert Wolfe.
In the time we spent, he confided in me a little. There are things he told me that go against some things you've said. It pains me to say that, or to say...
First, she's going right in it. It pains me to say this. It pains me to kick myself in the nuts, so I don't do it.
Anything that could cause any pain to the person he loved most in the world, a person who has endured so much. Still, it's the truth, and I wouldn't have believed it if it hadn't come straight from him. These are things that I could not have misunderstood. The only thing I feel comfortable sharing is that he told me that he loved Corey Feldman, that he...
I told the bartender last week that I loved him because all the drinks for the rest of the night were on the house. I got news for you, sweet cheeks. In theater, we say I love you all the fucking time.
Even though they weren't speaking at the time, they were brothers. It made my heart happy to hear that they'd reconciled.
I'm so glad
Corey passed away.
Your heart's happy.
I've known Corey Feldman for about 5 years now. Our friendship began because we both missed Corey Haim. But then it became a true
And because he was getting you drugs.
Friendship. For the last 2 years,
Speculation.
I've also been his publicist. He hired me to promote his album. I quickly learned firsthand that you are very quick to criticize anything and everything that Corey Feldman does. I know there had been tension brought about from his book and perhaps other things, but I didn't realize just how much anger you had towards him until I witnessed it.
Little abusive, condescending...
myself. In interviews, you stated that Corey Feldman has used your son's name to stay relevant, but people always ask Feldman about him, even when I tell reporters not to. In numerous interviews, Corey said he wouldn't speak about Haim, out of respect for you. But when the Harvey Weinstein scandal broke, all bets were off.
How were the bets off? By the way, and it doesn't matter what you tell people. You know what? When I don't want to talk to someone or about something, you move on. You definitely get away from the situation. You know, you're evasive about it. If you don't want to talk about it, you don't want to talk about it. And people are going to bring up everything. You know, Muhammad Ali's kid is always going to get asked about Muhammad Ali. Michael Jackson's children are always going to get... You know why? Because they were the real deal. People want to know about Corey Haim. Sorry, Feldman.
You say that Corey Feldman is trying to ruin your son's legacy. But the fact is that Corey Feldman is part of that legacy. They will always be connected through their name. Their beloved movies, their shared struggles, and demons. But mostly through the strong bond they share, which is hard to deny.
The bond of him sourcing him out to molesters?
They were, and will always be, the two chords. When you are famous, much of your life is played out in the public eye. This
Everybody hear that one? Hold on a second, I'm getting a phone call. Hello? Hey, Rock, Dwayne Johnson. Rock, how's it going? What do you mean, how do you... You know how to be famous. Why are you asking me? I mean, you know, I know I'm blowing up on YouTube, but, you know... Well, I tell you what, I'll call you back later. I'll tell you everything you have to know about being famous, okay? Yeah, Rock, can I get back to this really? I said, that's embarrassing. Don't make me do that in front of everyone. Huh? I know I do better than you. If you smell... You satisfied? Yeah, I'll talk to you later. Yeah, peace. Alright, I'm really sorry about that. But, again, you know, not famous people have to tell famous people all the time what it's like.
Include some things you might not wish for people to see. The truth is that Corey Haim's legacy includes his personal struggles. Lifetime was going to make that movie with or without Corey Feldman. His presence and his book lent more credibility, but lack of credibility hasn't stopped them before. Just ask Britney Spears. I thought the movie was fair. I witnessed how much heart went
Siskel
into
and Ebert now.
The actors worked so hard and researched so much. To me, the movie showed that Corey Feldman and Corey Haim were both good actors and good hearts, but went through terrible things that were not their faults. Things that caused them to turn to drugs to numb their pain. Mostly, I thought the film showed their unbelievable bond, and how no matter what...
That everybody seems to be denying. All the people that are close to him seem to be denying this bond. But he said it to you, so
happened
must
or
be
how
true.
long they spent apart, they always came back to each other. I imagine you must feel an overwhelming sense of loss and guilt. You must constantly wonder where you went wrong and what you could have done differently. Anger is much easier to feel than pain and guilt.
You son of a... Folks, that's not just... My blood pressure's up. Feel that. I'm through the fucking roof.
I would think your anger would be directed toward Haim's abusers, but it seems Corey Feldman is the only villain. It seems really unfair to me to blame Feldman for introducing Haim to one of his molesters. Corey Feldman was a child who was also being abused, a child who had no parental guidance. It wasn't Corey Feldman's job to protect your son. It was yours. Corey Feldman is far from perfect. He's made mistakes and doesn't always go about things in a way that people agree with or understand. I completely get that, but I'd like to clear up a few misconceptions, though.
Please.
Corey Feldman is not asking for money to name names. He has given all the names to the authorities.
He's blatantly said it.
Multiple times. He's working to make sure that they are brought to justice, and the statutes of limitations for these crimes can be changed or eliminated. The money is to make powerful and shocking films, or film, that shows harsh realities and inspires change. You don't have to support it, but you don't have to bash it either. I believe firmly that his heart is in the right place. The Corey Haim that I knew would not...
We all believe the story. We don't need the theatrical releases. And by the way, maybe Corey's mother should have told him not to date a stalker. Oh, we'll get to that.
Want this feud between his mom and his best friend, or that hate it is sparked from fans and friends on both sides.
I don't think Judy Haim needs to be told anything about her son that you knew for what, a couple of years? And you stalked him before that? I gotta remind you of something, okay? Corey came out of her womb. She knew him a little bit for about 38 years, okay? I don't think she needs you to tell her with your armchair PhD in psychiatry. Psychology.
Instead of merely preaching about his kind heart and forgiving nature, we could all benefit from emulating those qualities. Corey Haim asked for second chances, and he gave them. Despite everything you've said about Corey Feldman, including supporting his former angels who have made false and hurtful accusations against him.
All of them?
Accusations I believe you know in your heart are not true.
All of them? Can I go back to that real quick?
Everything you've said about Corey Feldman, including supporting his former angels who have made false and hurtful accusations against him. Accusations I believe.
All of them. Everybody is falsely accusing him of stuff. Are you kidding me? Even Weinstein left some of the janitors out of it. You know, he's got one or two people that aren't accusing him of shit. Everybody's accusing Feldman of shit. I'm not 100% sure about the janitors.
Believe you know in your heart are not true. He's still open to reconciliation. He hasn't forgotten that you are still his best friend's mother. He loves and misses Corey Haim too.
Corey Feldman's best friend is Corey Feldman.
You don't
And the guy that sells him his black hair dye.
have to forgive or forget, but you can choose to honor Corey Haim's memory by spreading love. I will always be Team Corey Haim, but in spite of what your army tells me in the social media attacks, that doesn't mean I can't care about and support Corey Feldman as well.
We covered this. Okay? LJ, help. The hate is coming from that crazy son of a bitch. Okay? The Haim harem is not going to the Feld fam and abusing them.
So many people, adults and peers, failed your son, whether it was enabling his drug use or turning a blind eye to it, whether it was cutting him out of their life or being too scared to speak up. Out of fear, he cut you out of his life. Whether it was denying his abuse or not encouraging him to get proper help. I know that when Corey died, he was seeing 7 different doctors to obtain pills he had no valid medical use for. The last time I saw your son was in your shared apartment.
Hey! She stated that as a fact? Any lawyers? Anybody watching this? Investigators, detectives, somebody? Is that felonious? To have not done anything about it when she knew it? Do you just read it? You heard it. You heard me say it. Eloquently, I must add. But, nah. So, seriously.
He was very out of it and fell asleep with a cigarette lit in his mouth. I removed the cigarette, put it out, and kissed him on the cheek before leaving his room. That was the last time I saw him. He died 1 year later. That image still haunts me.
Thanks for the recap.
I was wondering if there was anything more I could have done, or done to help him.
Maybe when you knew he was getting all those medications from all those different doctors, maybe a phone call. Hey, Judy, Corey Feldman, your best friend, is fucking himself up really badly. Folks, did I not hear that?
I wish more people who were close to him would take some responsibility.
Like the bitch that knew...
as opposed to placing blame. Perhaps Corey Haim's legacy should include seeking justice for his abusers. It should include helping other victims of abuse, or helping to regulate the prescription of pills. Maybe it's merely continuing this conversation in a way that allows kids of abuse to know without a doubt that it's not their fault, and there is always someone they can talk to. I am Corey Feldman's publicist, but I'm also a person and I care. So much so that for the first time this situation has blurred the line between publicist and friend that I try so hard to maintain. My hope is that there is some way we can all find some kind of peace and end this feud and the hate that is incited. I am happy to help in any way.
Yeah, when you stop writing letters. Alright, let me just give you a little background before part 3. Okay? My fling with Corey Haim lasted exactly 1 month. I loved the whispers and stares I would get when we were out together. I almost felt like a celebrity myself. One time a young girl actually chased me, asking if I want you to read this article. And she was a big fanatic. Ask LJ again. Fan equals fanatic, okay? But there is a distinction, and sometimes you cross the line. This chick is obviously someone that wanted to frickin' jump on his coattails. And then the crazy bitch actually got him. And now, from a cantankerous breakup, or said, you know what, read this, because my time's running out in part 2. So, maybe we'll surmise this again. But for God's sake, people, alright, do a little research on this little trollop. And you are going to find out. She's not all she's claiming to be either. Do I have anything? Where are my visual aids? No. I jumped ahead. That's going to be in part 3. So, what flippin' nerve. Okay. Let's get ready for the finale. Home stretch. The horse is coming around. Smoke him if you got him. So if you made it this far, I'm very proud of you. Very proud of myself. Because I had to sit through these videos at least 3 times to make sure everything was okay with them. And I don't know about you guys, but I really don't dig watching my videos over and over again. I don't know. I'm funny that way. But before we get into the main point of our finale here, I wanted to just note, because it was brought up. It's funny that going over his ex-wives, by the way, that the most recent one kind of dropped off the face of the earth. Doesn't really, not supporting him, not mentioning him, not coming to his rescue. It's just kind of dropping out. You know, wouldn't you think that she, no matter how bad of a situation that turned out to be, it's just funny and noteworthy, wouldn't you say? And isn't it strange, too, this whole, first marriage thing wasn't really a marriage at all for 4 years? A joke we played on our friends? Anybody make sense of that? I can't. I don't know. Again, very strange. And this was around the time, if you recall, I was telling a story way back about some things I was told about certain people in Hollywood. And it was just right around this period of time that they spent 4 years as a joke they played on their friends. It's actually, I'm quoting, but there are actually quotation marks there, so I'm helping you over here. I'm your friend over here helping. So, again, just noteworthy. Corey, if there is a prayer that you or one of your minions are watching this video, I want to say something that you all may interpret as a joke, but I am deadly serious about what I'm about to say. Corey Feldman, right here, right now, I am offering to be your manager. Let me just stop right there and break down what that means. Okay, Corey? Yes, I'm going to the notes. I am offering you management for 15%, because honestly, you're that much of a pain in the ass that I will need the extra 5%. So, but to straighten you out, I think it'd be worth it for you. Okay. Corey, number 1. You will start using lowercase letters when you type. You little pin dick. You will incorporate capital, lowercase. Say that right now. These are in no particular order, by the way, but they will all be adhered to if you accept the proposal, and I'll have someone legally draw this up. If you mention musical career, I will pull every hair out of your head myself. Don't you know? You will unblock everybody on Twitter or wherever else you've blocked them. No ifs, ands, or buts. That's going to happen. You will become not only vegetarian, you will become full vegan. You folks might be wondering, what's the difference really between vegetarian and vegan? Let me give you an example. A vegetarian is someone that you invite to a party, and, you know, you kind of give them the side eye the whole night, like, the hell. A vegan is someone you just don't invite back. I'm a vegan, and yeah, I can attest. I'm really the life of the party. Here's how this usually goes. Hey, Bobby, you got to try this. They're great. You know, my mother actually was put in the hospital because she stayed up for 3 days trying to make this stuff, and it's great and whatnot. Here, I can't eat that. Oh, well, that's okay because we just flew in some stuff from Bulgaria and it cost an arm and a leg, but this is great. Oh my God. And I thought you especially would like this. What's in that? I don't think I can eat that. Oh, well, just, here, we'll get you something from here. We'll actually order. There's a place down the street that I don't think they're vegan. You know what? Do you have any, like, celery or something like that? Yeah, by that time I'm throwing the fuck out. So, but you're going full vegan, okay? Fitness schedule. You'll be on a fitness schedule, okay? Because, honestly, we're making a comeback. You're going to be in shape. No pop and lock classes, okay? No break dancing. You pull one MJ move, I swear I'll push you down a flight of stairs myself, okay? No sex. You're welcome, Courtney. You will keep your fucking mouth shut and delete the Twitter app. You are not putting anything on Twitter. No. Not a prayer. Except good morning. Only one letter capitalized. everyone will get paid. Everyone, even the people that you screwed, that you're suing now. There will be no more lawsuits, mister. No more lawsuits against anybody. Except the people that have actually molested you. Which I still believe, deep down, I still believe you got screwed around. Okay? And we'll still help to find these son of a bitches. That's what we're all doing, Core. You, however, you are going to offer public apologies to every stinking person that you have insulted, that you have blocked, that you have called out. And you will start, Judy Haim. You're damn right. You will get down on your fucking knees and apologize to that woman. Do you understand me? I'm resurrecting your career, so you will step and fetch. You will kowtow to this. You will take every job I get you. I swear if I get you a role as a Vietnamese hooker, you will damn well love everyone long time. If you so much as log into Indiegogo, okay? I swear to you, I'll burn every one of those velvet shirts right in front of you. Not gonna happen. No way. I swear to you. I'll start with the one from the video. You will personally reach out to every person that has offered you physical protection and legal protection. You will apologize to them as well, and you will say, thank you. Yes, I will take up your offer. Oh my God. Just the things are getting dragged out of the mud. I haven't heard from her in God knows how long. That's not true. She's every day. So, yeah, you'll be contacting every damn one of them. You will. No publicist. Give me that shit. And lastly, but certainly not least, you are going to publicly name every son of a bitch that you have any knowledge of that ever did anything to hurt you or any other child that you damn well know about. The minute you call up those people for protection, the people you call up those people for legal assistance, you will get up on the rooftop, you will get up on a mountaintop, you will get on every mother flippers, I'll see to it, you get on everybody's talk show. Everybody. And you will call out, you know what, if you type those names in, you can use all caps. You can use all caps if you do that. Every damn one of them, Corey. Every damn one of them. Okay. I get another point, by the way, that's really pissing me off too. Corey, if you're still with us, if you're still listening, since we're practically working together now, he's mad at the people that you actually charge people to come to your party, and then you got pissed because they were upset about it. I got news for you. For my 50th birthday party, I'm charging people. They got to pitch in for my present. I tell you what, they all think I'm an asshole because of it. I didn't get on the internet either, by the way, and call them out yet. So, you know, I was thinking of Injustice Crusaders. What do you think about that for us? You know, because truther is such a, right? The connotations with truther now is like conspiracy theorist. Really? So that took me to this, by the way. Bingo. We could all run around in those hats. Tell me that wouldn't be badass. Come on. Always wanted to run around in one of those. So you just think of it. Injustice Crusader, by the way. Yeah. So Corey, if you're still with us, everybody else, sorry, Corey, you got to get over shit. You really do. Okay. It's so transparent. Your anger with Corey Haim, your jealousy, the protection that you're doing, your Peter Pan syndrome, your just terrible attitude toward women. it's over. You've had something that has happened very badly in your past, and you got to let go of that. It's gone. I'm going to share something in the past, by the way, if we could just get a little less serious now. I want to share something from the past. I asked Olivia Newton-John to marry me. For those of you that know her, you know her. For those of you who don't, she starred in Grease. She was a great singer, unbelievable. She never even responded to my proposal. A lot of you will have never seen that. You've never read about that, me and Olivia Newton-John. And her publicist, her people worked hard to actually bury that, I'm assuming. But I can assure you, I was very sincere with my proposal. I remember it was, I was in my bedroom, and I wrote it out, and I remember I got a special pen for that, and it was just prior to my 8th birthday. I gave it to my grandmother, and she swore to me she sent it. So I want to believe my grandmother. I really do. You know, she sent it. I'm sure she did. You know, because she said that she had actually talked to her and she knew her address. But I never got a response from Olivia. We haven't spoken at all since. But you know, I don't think about it much anymore. But you know, it's a tragic part in my life. She moved on, I moved on. Yeah. Okay, jokes aside, although I did ask her, and my grandmother did send it, or did she? My next video is going to be calling her out. In all seriousness, folks, I am a lemonade out of lemons kind of guy, and thanks to Corey, I got to interact with all you awesome people throughout this very drawn out, long, painful series. But I honestly think it was worth watching all my videos 3 times and watching all his bullshit and everything. It was worth it to get acquainted with all you guys. And I don't know what the YouTube future holds, but the series is now over. And who knows what it's going to bring. But listen, please, everyone, go into the description. Check out the other people. I don't care whether it's Truth or Girl, whether it's Lindsay Southern Girl, whether it's LJ, whether it's everyone down there. They all have great points to make. They all have great research to share. Just go and check it out for yourself. Spread the word, because remember, this was all to stop people from being hurt. And that's what it's all about. We've got to work toward getting not just the truth out, but justice. So we've got to stop it. And we've got to tell everyone. And you all need to take care of yourselves and everybody you can.